Don't launch your subscription box until you do this. Guys, this is another training from the Subscription Box Sprint series. If you did not know, okay, we have a whole entire subscription box training on this channel. I've been chopping away trying to get it done. We also have another playlist full of tips to grow your subscription box, to start your subscription box. So definitely check out more videos after you are finished watching this one. So here's the thing, guys. Some people launch their subscription boxes prematurely. They launch before they are ready. And I want you to remember that pre-launch and doing what it takes to prepare for a successful launch is just as important, if not more important, than the launch itself. So guys, today I'm going to be sharing the top 10 things you should do before launching your subscription box. So let's get into it. Number one, you want to order other boxes in your niche. One thing about me, I love to be really educated in my industry. So I don't turn my nose up at my competitors or anybody who also has a box in my niche. What I like to do, I like to place an order of different boxes that interest me. They could just have great packaging, or they could stand out to me. I want to investigate to see what it is about this product that really stands out to me. But also the people that are actually in my niche, I want to study their box. I want to see what's inside. You know, I want to investigate, and I want to see, like, how can I make it better? What are the complaints I have about the product? I want to experience the product. So that's a great way to do research in your industry, is to be very familiar about your competitors and what they're offering in their box. Why are people hooked? Why are people complaining? I just feel like you really do need to do that groundwork before just blindly launching something and you don't even know what the standard is. So definitely order yourself some boxes from others in your niche. Number two, test your suppliers. Test. One of the worst things that you can do after you launch your box is to only see pictures of what you're thinking of putting in your box. You have never had conversations with your suppliers. You have never ordered samples from your suppliers. You have no idea what their shipping times are like. You have no idea if your suppliers actually do what they say. Do they have integrity? Are the products actually quality? And I know that quality is relative, but you are the subscription box owner. You are the company owner. So whatever quality means to you, that's the kind of quality standard that needs to be inside of your box. How will you know that you will be able to offer that quality if you have not even tested and tried your supply? Okay, so in this case, do try your supply, okay? Number three is to list your monthly themes in advance. I typically do it yearly. So when I'm getting to the end of the year, I typically, if I have some new ideas I want to try next year, or even some themes that we always repeat, which are kind of traditional, I mark those down so that way I am not lost, okay? Because you can't get lost as the year goes on, all right? You don't want to be lost as far as what you need to be offering in a box on a particular month. And I am aware that we don't all go by themes. Jot down like your product ideas. But if you don't do anything else, jot down your product ideas. So ideas that you have for products or products that you've tested out at some point, make sure that you jot those ideas down. Number four is to build an audience so that you have people to launch to. Don't wait until launch to build an audience. Build an audience prior to launch. I can't tell you how many of my clients, I should say, have launched and they've launched to crickets because they did not build an audience prior to launch. Some of you guys, I know in my particular situation, I waited until I built a customer base before launching a box. I know some people don't have a customer base before launching a box. The box is their product, the only product they've ever sold. So there are different ways that you can build an audience, and I want you guys to really focus on that audience building prior to getting started. And if you're looking for more tips for that, this leads me to my next commercial break, okay? If you need help get help. Get where you need to go to get help. And I'm one of those people that can help you, okay? I have a couple of programs that I can help you get started with, and I can also help you to grow. So I have the subscription launch pad, which the doors are closed on that now, guys. But it's a program where I do group coaching sessions as well as plug you into some templates and resources for a fraction of the price of regular coaching. The doors are closed on that right now, but I have placed a link in the description box for you to sign up for the waiting list. And everybody that gets on that waiting list, I love to have conversations with. So just to kind of give you the pricing point out there, it's around $63 a month. If you sign up for longer terms, it is discounted. So just to tell you what it is and make sure that's good with you before you join that waiting list. And the next thing, guys, is if you're like, listen, I've listened to your content. I know that I want to add a subscription product to my current business, or I just want to start a subscription box. And I know that you're the person to help me. I'm more of a one-on-one person, and I don't mind investing into my business. If that's you, I want you to use the discovery call link below because I want to talk to you and see if we are a great fit to work together. Okay. So now that we got that out the way, let's move on to our next one. Number 5, it is very crucial before you launch to determine your box budget and set prices and plans. I would hope that nobody would launch without having a set price, right? I haven't seen that one, but these are important steps though that you need to think about before launching. And I will tell you that a lot of my clients do launch without actually sitting and having a box budget. So I do have a box budget sheet that I do work with my clients with, where I'm giving you my personal sheet that I use to work out my budget. However, if you go to Create Joy, their blog, I believe they have some great tools as well where you can work out those budget numbers. You just want to make sure, guys, that you're thinking about every little thing when it comes to your budget. I can give you guys some examples. You want to be thinking about Stripe fees if you use Stripe or whoever your payment processor is. You want to be thinking about shipping. Will it be charged to your customers or will it be included? You want to be thinking about supplies. What kind of supplies are you going to need? The actual box itself, the tissue paper, all the things that are going to go into it. You want to be thinking about when you actually order inventory. This is a big nugget. Are you actually counting the shipping or averaging the shipping it's going to take for you to ship a product from your supplier to yourself? Is that included in the prices of your products on your budget sheet? The budget sheet, you're going to need to know how much you're spending per box on products. Very, very important. And the list just goes on and on, guys. It's so important to have a box budget. Okay, so the next one, guys, is number 6. Create a sample box. Don't just allow the very first shipment that you do after you launch to be a surprise, not only to your subscribers, but to you. Don't be surprised. Actually give yourself the experience of packaging your box. Know what it's like. Know what the tissue paper feels like. Know what kind of room you have in your box. Like, really practice, guys, because there could be some changes that you need to make, that you're going to need to make based off of your own experience. And if you don't give yourself that experience, you will not know, which leads to my next point, which is point 7. Get professional photos taken. Professional photos taken. Unless you're just really artsy, I do have a video on my channel giving you some photography tips for those who just cannot get a professional photographer. But listen, guys, here's what I really do want to say. There are some businesses that you can start from scratch. Like, there are some online businesses that, like, literally you don't need any pocket change. No, you don't need to have any bank to get started with them. This is not the one. I know that there are some videos out there, people telling you you can get started with 0 in the bank account, and maybe some miracles do happen for people, and I'm not knocking them for what their journey was. But what I am telling you, from my advice, don't start this business if you don't have funds to spend on a photographer, if you don't have funds to invest in trial products, you don't have funds to get yourself in front of the person you need to get information. You need to have some money, guys, some bank for this business. I'm just putting that out there now. This is not one of those let me start from nothing type businesses. So please invest in your business and get yourself some very beautiful professional photos taken for your box. Find yourself a subscription box photographer, somebody who is into product photography that can make you look great. Or if you really, really don't want to do that and you like taking pictures, I'm not knocking you for that. Go find my video for some tips to do that, or some photography videos, some DIY photography videos on YouTube or something, and really learn how to make them look professional if you don't have somebody else taking them. But I really do suggest that if you're not a photographer yourself and you're not just that artsy where you can pull it off, please guys, please go and hire yourself a photographer. They don't even have to be in your area, because I ship my photographer my boxes every single month. Okay, so please, people have to come, see, want your object, and then buy it. Want your product and then buy it. If all of that doesn't happen in that order and it doesn't happen quickly, you will lose the attention quick online with buyers. So I want you to know that people online, when they are shopping, hello, amen, including myself, have a very, very short attention span. And if you are not giving them that jaw-dropping, mouth-drooling, sexy appeal, I want it now type of thing, they're not going to be able to be into your product, because people have to see themselves in your product and actually want it. And so you want to give them that. You want to give them all the feels when they see your photos online. You want to be a showstopper, honey, when they see you online. Okay, so I just want to put that out there. And then number 8, make decisions on your shipping and billing cycle. Okay, so different people ship and bill their customers on different intervals. Make sure that you decide on those cycles, what they look like. When do I ship my product? Every month, keep it the same. When do I bill my customers? Every month, keep it the same, and really take some deep thought into that so you can make those decisions. Number 9, decide and commit on your launch date. I know that you've been talking about doing this wonderful thing for a really, really long time, but I feel like if you don't put that date on it, you don't put that stamp on it, you might procrastinate. You might not make it happen. You might just keep feeling like you just continuing to need more information and more information. And you don't want to like almost paralyze yourself with too much information where you're never actually taking action and getting things done. So number 10, which is the last one, is strategically plan your launch. Sit down with a pen and paper. Look at how long is my launch going to take? What are the activities that I'm going to do every single day? What are the different benefits and bonuses and fun early bird surprises am I going to give my new subscribers? What is this going to look like? Okay, so make sure that you have that plan. Please don't wing it. I'm very spontaneous, but I don't wing things like in my business, like marketing. Okay, it's very planned. Don't forget, if you fail to plan, you do plan to fail. I do live by that quote, and it's changed my life. So don't forget that. So, okay, guys. So before you go, don't forget, if you are like loving this hot content and you want more of it, please let YouTube know that this girl knows what she's talking about. YouTube, please encourage her with more views and more love. So I'm going to I'm going to subscribe, and I'm even going to give that girl a comment to let her know to keep serving up this juicy content. I appreciate you guys either way. And don't forget to click the links in the description box and enjoy some of the freebies that I have for you as well. Be blessed, guys. See you soon.